What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. You are now listening to No Filter Podcast. No filter means honesty. If you're afraid of honesty, then this ain't the podcast for you. We gonna be honest today. Doggie Diamonds live. Y'all know what the fuck I do. Y'all know what it is. Coco's on her way. She got a little bit of white, whatever you want to call it. Let's say something again.
Gasolina.
Okay, number 4 is you. When you break it right, that means it's gonna be a great interview. That's a rule.
Okay.
So let me make sure the camera is right.
Usually I don't have this much resistance around my mouth.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is a good thing. All right. So we're gonna start the taping. You are live on that camera right there. They can see you in that. You're live on your stream, but then you're on here. All right, we good. Okay. So we got Lethal Lips in the building.
Hey.
Are you formally known as, or that's still your name?
That's still my name. That's going to forever be my name. I'm going to die Lethal Lips.
So what was you before you were Lethal Lips?
Lethal.
Lethal.
Before it was Lethal, it was Obsession. That lasted for 2 days, all of 2 days.
But wasn't it already a actress name on Obsession?
It wasn't for porn. I didn't start out as a porn star. I was an exotic dancer first.
Okay, so is that a natural transition? Yeah.
I don't know what other people do. I mean, I know. Actually, no. Most of the porn star females that I know, like I don't know their career, but I see that they just went straight into porn. That's their thing.
Okay.
They're not really like performer types. You know what I mean? Like I'm a performer. Like I started out in the underground strip club, so you have to work hard for $1 in New York.
So you was in like the hole in the walls.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Hole in the walls got the bread.
So you was there. When all right, take the people back. Like when was it did you say, all right, I'm dancing, this is my thing? Because I know as a little girl you didn't grow up and say I wanted to be a dancer. What did you want to be when you grow up?
What did I want to be? Oh, 3 things. A botanist.
Okay.
Which, for people that don't know, that's like a person that studies plants. UN interpreter.
Oh shit.
And a fashion designer.
All right, you an interpreter for what language? English?
I speak a few languages, not completely fluently, but I speak a few languages. And after like visiting the UN, that was like something that I would like really interest me. I take on the languages really easily, like sign language, a few other things.
So you knew all the dirty words in all the languages?
No,
right?
I know like
real words.
Yeah, real words. I don't even know the dirty words in all those languages. I pick up on languages really easily.
Okay, so you wanted to work with plants, you wanted to work with the UN, and you wanted to be a fashion designer.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pursue those things?
I still did the fashion design thing. Like a lot of custom outfits that people have seen me in the past, I designed them.
Okay.
Some of them I actually sewed by hand or like I have a sewing machine. So I went to art and design for fashion design. I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. So I actually did pursue my dreams. And I actually owned a salon in Queens for a long time. And like my art showed in my work on my clients, and I still have my clients that I still take care of them to this day, even though they have a hard time catching up with me. So
you had these goals and aspirations, and when did you get bit by the exotic girl, the sex pot girl?
I always had like a strong. I was very sexual at a young age, not actually acting on it, but like drawing erotic photos or like reading erotic stuff, writing erotic poetry, always on the internet. This is when like the internet just came around. So I was like searching and seeking out like these adult videos and stuff, and I would just watch in awe. I didn't think that I would be one of those people one day, but I liked it. I had a strong sexual urge, but just never acted on it till a late age.
And who put you on to the whole industry?
Who put me on the dancing? I think, who was this?
Should we kick their ass now, or you happy, thankful for them? Okay.
No, I thank God I didn't have any like bad situations. I didn't have to deal with the pimping.
Yeah, you didn't get burned by iron and shit and
I didn't have any of those things happen. I like one of my friends. He was actually he's a Backup dancer for a popular person. I can't remember who they're dancing for now, but at the time I had met him on Black Planet, I think.
Oh shit.
And we were just talking, and he was like, I was like, yeah, I think I want to dance. And he danced. I was like, no, not that type of dance. I really want to dance. So he's like, you know what, let me introduce you to my friend, somebody called Big H.
Okay.
I've never seen him ever again.
Okay.
But Big H used to manage strippers.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, buy two pairs of pumps, stilettos, practice in the house, and you need like 2 outfits. And he's like, we're going to come up with a name for you. So he brought me to like the first club I ever went to. It was like an underground club. I looked at it, I looked around, I said, this looks like a house party.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, this is the same shit I seen in the house party. Chicks grinding on the guys on the wall. I was like, I could do this. It was fun. And ever since then, like, at the time I was kind of like awkward looking to me. You know, my lips, I was real small, and my lips didn't fit my face. They were way bigger than my face, and my eyes were way bigger than my face. And like, at the time, lips weren't in.
Okay.
Nobody had that fascination with it at that time. So it was just like, oh my God. But the first time I went into a strip club, it was like guys saw me for the beauty. You know,
Okay.
they were like, oh my God, you're so different looking, you're exotic looking, your lips and your eyes are so, you know, whatever. Yeah. And that just, it turned me out.
Okay.
That was it.
So, all right, you start dancing. With your first experience, were you scared? Like, what did you say? I'm gonna do this. Did you get drunk? Like, what was your preparation?
I never drank. I didn't start drinking until a couple years down the line. And I think my reason for drinking now is different. It's not like some people drink because they're depressed or something. Yeah. I drink because I like to blame things on the liquor.
Okay, blame it on the alcohol.
Yes, it's easy that way.
So how do you? So take me back. What was your first boyfriend?
My first boyfriend was probably this nerdy guy in junior high school. Like, nobody liked him. They made so much fun of him. And he was mixed. And I was a little nerd, too, so it didn't really bother me. And, like, I think my mother had to meet everybody's parents. She had to meet his parents, and his father had to go on the pizza date that we went on. So that doesn't even count as a boyfriend because I don't even think we really kissed or anything.
And this is in Queens?
No, I was living in the Bronx.
The Bronx. So where are you originally from?
The Bronx, but I don't claim it.
Oh, shit. Why? Because Africa Bambaataa? Nah.
No, you know what? I don't know what it is. I just don't like the Bronx. Growing up in the Bronx, there's so many buildings, and I feel like everybody knows you. Like, the building that I grew up in was Tracy Towers, right?
Okay.
Right in front of Lehman College and Clinton High School. And, like, growing up in a building, they knew when people was coming to your house. They'd be like, oh, they stopped on the 6th floor. They're going to Mo House. You know what I mean? They knew when my mama was coming home. Halloween would come, and like they throw shit and toilet paper and all types of crap on every kid's door that lived in the building. I hated it.
All right. So you were sexual growing up. When did you realize I'm kind of freaky? When did that hit you? Like, cause look, I'm growing up, right? Mm-hmm. And it was hard as fuck for me to get head. It was, the girls ain't want to do that shit. They might do it under the covers and shit like that. When did you realize I'm kind of freaky?
Well, the drawings.
Okay.
I used to draw. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Now it's a thing. I used to draw all my females. I liked women. I used to draw women with a penis because I like guys. But all of my first experiences up until
so you were drawing trannies then?
I didn't know what they was at the time. And all of my first experiences were with women until probably like 17, 18. And then I finally started transitioning to guys.
Well, how do you, all right, growing up, how do you start with women though? Like, how does that work?
Because my mother didn't allow me to have any male friends.
Oh, so you was just trying to get off any way you could? That's what you basically said?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I was attracted to them too. Like, they were always at my house. I was allowed to have female friends at all times. They could sleep over. They could spend the night. Guys couldn't even call my house. So, after a while, my mom used to work for Dell Book Publishing Company. So I was reading all these Dr. Ruth books and about sexuality, and I think there was 2 books that I read was Boys and Sex and Girls and Sex. And at the time, it wasn't called foreplay; it was called petting. So I used to read these books, and I'm pretty smart, so I used to manipulate people into doing things that I wanted them to do. I wanted head.
So, all right, so take us back. Do you still speak to the girl who first gave you head?
But everyone in high school, they have a thing about me. My name is Monique.
Okay.
And they were like, that fucking Monique, because pretty much most of the girls that I slept in high school are still full-blown lesbians, and they're all dykes.
So you smashed all the chicks and turned them out.
Yeah.
And then you went to fucking guys and shit. Damn.
I just stayed feminine, and that was it. Not saying I don't like women. When I deal with girls, I tend to be the aggressor or the more masculine one. When I deal with men, unless they like me to play that role. Sometimes I do because I have no choice. Like, you know, when you're dealing with a person in a relationship, they kind of pick their role without knowing it. So sometimes a masculine guy, when they deal with me, they tend to just be a little bit more submissive, even though I would appreciate them to stay masculine and stay the aggressor.
You don't want no bitch assness?
No, I don't really like the bitch assness, but I mean, somebody got to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right, what was the age where you first gave head?
To a man?
Yeah.
A guy?
Yeah.
17.
Did you know what you were doing?
No. I think I had chocolate syrup from it. I looked in the fridge. I was like, oh my God, what does it taste like? So I took chocolate syrup from the fridge. I put on it. And I guess I did an okay job. But when he came in my mouth, it was just like the most disgusting thing ever. I was like, oh my God. So I ran to the bathroom and like spit it out, put like a whole bunch of toothpaste. And he was happy. And I guess after, you know, when you find out you're good at something, when you find out you're like good at something, like, he was like, yeah, it was good. I was like, oh, really? So I was like, fuck it. I started doing research online, and I was reading like this gay blog at the time. I don't even think it was called the blog at the time. I was just Googling how to deep throat.
Okay.
And that's where it all began.
That was the start of the madness.
Yes.
So you learned from gay dudes how to deep throat? What the fuck is this world coming to? So, all right. So you do that, and is this a steady boyfriend?
At the time, yes. And then he went to the Army, so that was the end of that.
You left him, or when he left, you was like, fuck him?
He went to the Army. He was like 2 grades above me, and he went to the Army, so I was kind of hurt. That was the end of that.
So, all right, so was it a point in your life where you were promiscuous, or was you just casual dating, fucking, or was you just meeting motherfuckers and like, yo, I'm fucking you if you know?
No, in the beginning, like I always, for some reason, I'm always, even with me now having like being in the industry, I've always been that girl who always had a man. Okay. Like, and people just like in awe, like, how the fuck this bitch get a man and I can't get a man and she a hoe. You understand what I'm trying to say? And keeping them like good men at that. And I always had like really good boyfriends, like. I don't know, great boyfriends at that. I can't really complain about the type of men that I've been with in my life.
The word hoe don't bother you?
No. The word slut bothers me. Like people.
What's the difference between a hoe and a slut?
People like I can't stand. That's what bothers me is the fact that they keep defining sluts as hoes. That I don't like.
Okay, what's the difference?
A whore, a prostitute. I don't like that word that much either. Whatever, escort, street walker. She's still different from a slut because she got to get paid. Okay. There's a price. There's a cost.
Slut just don't get money.
Yeah, she just enjoys it. I mean, to each his own. I don't have a problem with it. Like, I pray next lifetime when I come back, my name is like Juanita, and I'm just like that ghetto bitch on the block, and nobody knows who I am, but I just be getting it in. They run trains on me, do all types of nasty shit. Because now I can't do that because I have a brand, so I can't just be giving out free pussy. Exactly. You feel me? It's like it brings down my brand. The pussy value goes down. They're like, oh, she's just fucking anybody. So I can't do that.
All right, so you trying to tell me right now it ain't a guy that you meet and you be like, I'ma fuck him. He ain't gotta give me $1. You're not attracted to nobody like that.
Yeah. First of all, I'm in a relationship.
Oh shit! Damn. Okay.
Oh, let me make this drink.
Yeah. we gonna make a drink. Matter of fact, we'll be right back. Let's let her make a drink. No,
you can. I can talk.
No, we gonna let because I gotta change the tape anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Give us a couple of songs. We be right back. It's about to get interesting.
Like I told you, I always had a man. I ain't never had a problem with no niggas.
We waiting for him. Don't worry. He's over there blind and shit, squinting.
Hold on, like he got me on pause right now. My boyfriend ain't talking to me for like 1 week now.
You say your boyfriend? We back. Doggie Diamonds live. We got Lethal Lips in the building. Coco finally showed up.
Yeah, I brought the refreshments.
Yeah, she brought the what you call it, Lethal?
Wine and spirits.
Spirits, whatever you call it. She called it gasoline earlier.
Yeah, gasoline.
And she likes the same mix that I do.
Okay.
The cranberry and the grapefruit with the vodka.
Gasoline.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's lit.
So, you're in a relationship at this moment. So by the time this footage come out, which will be in the next couple of days, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you approach a man? Do a man approach you? Do you tell him your past? Does he know your past? All those questions in one.
I mean, with this particular person, well, let's be for real. Unless you've been under a rock or, well, I can't even say in jail because you definitely know me if you were locked up. But unless you've been on a rock on the moon, I kind of figure you know who I am, or you actually see me, you're like, you look kind of familiar, and then one of your homeboys told you, you know who that is.
Yeah.
Right, that type of thing. So what's the real question again? Like, what do I tell him?
No, how do you introduce yourself to them, or do they come to you? Like, how do you date? Like, Because I'm pretty sure all dudes come at you because they think they're gonna get some butt.
This ain't gonna be a good interview because I'm not gonna have people like me after this one.
I don't give a fuck. That's a good thing. That's a great interview.
So like typically in the DM, I don't do any of those.
Okay.
First of all, I ain't even reading them.
Okay.
I don't care if you have a big dick like King Kong. It could be the most beautiful dick in the world. I don't care about it, and I don't want to see it. I mean, I might show my homeboy, and I show all my gay friends your dick. So
Damn,
don't
y'all
be upset.
suckers. Damn,
I
y'all.
be like, and they be like, send me the dick, and I send the dick pics to them.
Damn.
They like that type of shit. I don't care about it.
Okay.
Like because to me it's like, whose dick is it? You know,
Yeah.
it's a random dick. I mean, maybe if a guy would probably think the same thing, like, oh, that's a nice pussy, but whose pussy is it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, I feel like you should try to talk to me first, befriend me a little bit. But I hate when people ask me, can we be friends?
Okay.
That is weird and creepy. Like if you and I just became friends out of nowhere, friendship should just happen. You can't force friendship. It scares me when you try to like make a friendship happen. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Right. So, the person I'm talking to is in the music industry.
Okay.
Right. How we met is at a industry picnic.
Okay.
And so right off bat, I was introduced as Lethal.
Okay.
And I don't even think they introduced me to him. And they had on shades and everything, so I didn't even know who the hell they were. And we just ended up playing spades. And sure enough, you know, they like to kick the black people out the park. So it was just like something where we exchanged numbers. They was like, I'll drop you to your car. Exchanged numbers. Neither called each other. And I was like, yeah, my flight is tomorrow. And then out of the blue, he was just like, yo, how was your flight type shit? I was like, I didn't even make my flight.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like, oh, come on, let's go out. Let's go hang out. And what you like to do? I was like, I like to play pool. So we ended up at the pool hall. And the funny shit is the first 15 minutes of the date ended up being a business conversation. And at first I was like, you know, that's not my usual type that I go for. But for some reason, right off bat, like, you want to talk business? Everything just opened up for me. I was like, you know what? I was like, that is so funny. Out of all the men I ever dealt with in the industry, or whether they be millionaire, trillionaire, whatever the hell, thousandaire, they had the bread. They've never actually spoke to me and asked me, like, what are you doing as far as merchandising? What are you doing for yourself? Or like, how could, you know, maybe you should try this and try different things and actually mean it. You know what I mean? So it made me look at them in a completely different light.
Makes sense.
And from there on out, I was like highly attracted to them. Like what I didn't see at first, I saw it later.
Okay.
And it grew from something more than just physical.
Okay.
That was it. So it wasn't like that's not my physical type usually.
All right. So, do they understand your past?
They nasty.
Okay.
They nasty as hell.
All right. So they're nasty with you, but do they think back like, damn, she fucking gave like 40 niggas dome before in her
I think
life
they
and shit.
fucked just as many bitches as I fucked.
Okay.
Niggas.
So it ain't.
And like this is the first person that there was no judgment zone. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I felt so comfortable. I told the truth about everything. I told them my whole past. It was even one time I'm on top of and we was literally having sex, and it was like, so how much this pussy cost? I said, knock it off.
Okay.
But I said, okay, since you want to know, I said, you want me to ring your tab up or what you really want to know?
You want an invoice?
Yeah. So, so you know what I mean? I felt really, really, really comfortable, and I don't lie to that person at all, whatsoever. And that's it.
Has your past ruined some relationships because dudes couldn't handle it?
I mean, some people may have not been able to handle it. I heard later on down the line, after years after being with the person, they're like, you know, my friends always like, yo, you're fucking crazy. Why are you in love with this girl? I can't understand you. Do you know what she does? They hear a lot of things from people. I don't know, because while we're in a relationship, they don't really bring that stuff to my attention. You know what I'm saying? I respect my household. Like whenever I'm dealing with somebody, I try not to bring my work home. With this person, I can.
Okay.
With everybody else, it's difficult, because if you're dealing with somebody that's not in, let's say, the industry or any industry for that matter, they're not going to comprehend the lifestyle.
Are you still active while you're in a relationship? Do you still make movies? Do you still dance?
Well, we established something from the beginning. Of course, I still dance. I still
Okay.
make my money. I like money.
Okay.
They like money. And as far as I'm concerned, I feel like between him and I, it's like, yo, cut the check.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, all that other stuff at the end of the day don't really matter. Like, I have to tell people on a regular basis, like, a relationship is an understanding between two people and two people only. Your definition of what you like
mind
in a
your fucking
relationship
business.
don't apply to me. You know what I'm saying? You and your girl might be swingers. Or like me and my man might be completely monogamous and we don't deal with certain shit. But like the problem is one person is never honest with the other and telling them what they really want. You know what I'm saying? So from the beginning, I asked, like, well, what do you like? And what do you like? And we actually did a lot of talking. And I was like, okay, what do you go for and what you don't go for? You get what I'm trying to say? And what bothers you? So we established something from the very beginning. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I can deal with that. I don't mind this nigga getting his dick sucked. I don't even mind lining up him getting his dick sucked.
So no movies while you dating?
No, we figured we're going to wait because I'm not just trying to do any old movie. So we're going to wait, and he's going to help me actually produce this great film.
All right, so he automatically gets threesomes and shit, right? Does that
No, I
happen?
didn't say threesomes.
Okay.
I will orchestrate the blowjob.
So you'll allow him to get done from another chick?
Yeah.
And where are you at when it's happening?
I'm orchestrating. I'm instructing.
Oh, shit.
Like, see, okay, boom. He has, I'm not going to say the female that's in my industry that he wants a blowjob for. He said he wanted a threesome. I said, I'm not going to give you a threesome with somebody else in the same field.
Makes sense.
I said, but I will be there and I'll instruct.
Wow.
Because I have to maintain my level of power in my situation. You get what I'm saying?
Could you write a book or something like that and tell most of these women, like, what's really happening, like how to keep their man and shit?
I mean, I'm not going to say that's how to keep your man because every man ain't going for that. You feel what I'm trying to say? Every man ain't going for the same things that
Well,
I like.
every man want that. Every woman ain't going for that. Every man will allow you to hook them up with one of your
You
homegirls to
think
give them
so?
some top.
But then
Hell
the
yeah.
problem is the girls hook their man up with the thing and they don't want to talk about it for the rest of their life. You feel me? And I've had multiple female friends come ask me like, okay, should I give him a threesome? And I even had this conversation with my driver this morning. I said, look, the problem with people is this: they feel like their relationship is shaky, then they want to add a threesome, trying to hold it together. That's the big no-no.
Yeah.
Every nigga I've been with, I has not gotten a threesome or like added another female. It's not happening. I said it's like chemistry. You got two constants, then you can add a variable. If you got a constant and a variable, you add a variable, that whole shit is fucked up. You feel me? If your relationship is not strong enough, you cannot add a new individual. It's not going to make it stronger. It's going to break your bond. So, like, anybody that I ever had a threesome with, like, I have to know that you are deeply in love with me, and now this is going to add and make our relationship stronger.
So I remember a few years back, you somehow got into some porn star beef. How does that happen?
My problem is my mouth. You know, and it gets
Literally,
me
right?
Literally, like this is lethal. It's not just the blowjob. It's the shit that I say out my mouth, whatever. So the problem with me is that I have no filter, and I don't really realize sometimes that I said something that somebody may not like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
You being honest.
I'm just being honest. It wasn't like I don't dislike the person. Like, it's like if somebody asked me my honest opinion about, okay, do you think Doggie Diamonds is a good interview person? I learned now to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, maybe you just.
I don't think you should, though. I think you should say what the fuck you want.
But it's not like, oh, I might love you as a person.
Yeah.
I might just say
You
like
he suck. Yeah, if that's how you feel. It's
like your interview style, or like this certain people that I think of, like, that people love to death as far as like let's say singers and their icons,
yeah.
or like even big porn stars. And like, if somebody was to ask me my opinion, I'd be like, I don't even see it. They act like a robot. They have no passion. They don't even want to be there. You could look at them and see that they're not interested in what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's become they're jaded.
So because you're outspoken has got you into issues with people.
Yeah, like people assume that just because I said something about someone, I technically don't like them.
Okay.
I don't even know the person like that. You get what I'm saying?
So have you been in a situation where you had to work with an actor, an actress that you just didn't like, and you like, nah, I'm not fucking
like
doing
personally?
it? Yeah. Or do you just fuck them because it's
Like
the job?
with me, work is work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The only time I will have a problem with working with someone and I will say no is because if I know that we're not able to get the work done with that person. Like, when it comes to porn, if there's no cum shot, if the dick don't get hard, there's no scene, we don't get paid.
All right.
You don't get paid just because you show up.
Okay, break that down for us. We think like how we would be in our bedroom. We get together, we do a little foreplay, you get hard, you fuck, you nut. That's not how porn goes.
That's not how porn goes at all. It's a little bit more orchestrated. Like, okay, for example, there's one actor. He's on my no list. He's a nice person. He's a sweetheart. He has a great personality. Off camera, we talk, we be chilling, but he's on my no blacklist. It is because some people feel like they too good for Viagra or Cialis.
Okay.
On set, sometimes certain sets depend on the budget. They have Viagra, Cialis, or everything you need to get it up.
Okay.
So they just wanted to say, you know what? I want to go natural. I said, okay, so let's do the natural thing.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to go natural? Let's see. So now he wants to go natural. All the stuff is there. Dick ain't working. And it's like, okay, the cameraman has to leave a few times. He's like, okay, can y'all leave? Can you turn the lights down? Can we have a personal moment? So now it becomes, are we making love?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, and me not trying to be funny, when I do the job, I actually like what I'm doing. You have to make yourself like what you're doing. If you don't like what you're doing, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that starts becoming a real job now.
It's like your boyfriend and shit now, right?
Yeah, like I really like, and it's like you can't just tell him, okay, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this right now, because nobody's gonna get paid.
Wow.
So we rented out a space. You wasted people's time. You wasted the makeup artist's time. You wasted the cameraman's time, and everybody wants to get paid, and nobody can get paid except for the space that you rented. Those are the only people getting paid at this point because you don't want to take the pill, or you don't know how to put your mind in a certain a frame of mind. Like I did a video one time with a boyfriend, and because I didn't want to shoot with the male that they had there. I said I don't like his attitude. He's too drunk. He was doing whatever drug he was doing on the side, and I said, first of all, drugs run with certain things too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, if he's that careless with him and his drugs, I don't even want to shoot with him.
The Batman forever.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they asked me to shoot my boyfriend. He wasn't really well endowed, but we used him because I said it's either we use my boyfriend because he came to shoot with me, or we don't do it.
Okay.
And he was doing missionary, and the cameraman, he whispered in my ear, he's like, yo, babe, the nigga just moved my balls. I said, what do you mean? He's like, he has his hand on my balls. And your dick got to stay up. Yeah. You know, it's because he got these long, saggy balls, right? And the cameraman couldn't see the dick going in the vagina.
Couldn't get the shot.
He took his hand literally and moved the balls to the side.
Damn. And he got soft after that, basically.
No, he did. He kept it up, but he just was like, yo, this is some shit. Yeah. You know, and you realize when you actually come to a porn set, you develop newfound respect for these actors. Like, we have to have a certain amount of shots that we get. So they may be like, okay, we want, if it's a big booty, what do you call it?
Movie.
Big booty movie. They want like more ass shots. They like, okay, we want you to do cowgirl. We want you to ride like this. We want one missionary. We want one like this. We want one leg up. We already know, and they say, okay, and then we're gonna do the cum shot. So it's laid out how we have to do it, how many minutes. Then they be like, okay, tap, change. So it's not just straight fucking. And
so it's a cut.
Yeah, it's a cut. Ain't
Wow.
ain't nothing going straight like that, unless it's just a bullshit amateur movie. But like, they have to cut. You have to switch positions. They have to fix the lighting. It's a cut. Sometimes I've been in a set before. It's 15 motherfuckers in the room. You understand what I'm trying to say? The cameraman, a light man up here. It's so many things. We even have people on a deck above us, like watching what you're doing. You know, and for a man, that's a lot. For a woman, we could use lube. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as much as people think that the porn is really about the girls, it can't exist without the men.
So I thought back in the days in porn, they used to have women what were called buffers that would just keep the men.
I ain't never seen no fucking buffer in my life.
You heard it, fluffer or whatever.
I've heard of it. I heard people say they wanted to be
It's
fluffer.
probably just on
No,
white
it's
porn.
not even that.
So
You
the
know what the
fluffer
fluffer is? A fluffer is necessary if you're doing. You ever seen those girls that said not the gangbang? Is it the gangbang? No, those girls that do like 500 or they did
World
like
is a
100.
gangbang.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
biggest gangbang.
marathon type of thing. Yeah,
That type of thing where they have like guys that are tested and they just send them in the room and like she's trying to go for a Guinness world record or something.
Yeah.
You have to have a fluffer because technically she's not gonna fuck them everybody for 45 minutes.
Yeah, everybody gonna get the
so
little
you
quickie
fluff
in,
them,
right?
do the quickie. It's just for the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. They
So
don't
I've
even
never
bust
even
it.
seen a fluffer on set.
Who is your favorite porn star of all time, female?
Vanessa Del Rio.
That's everybody's, right?
Wow.
Really? I feel like I'm like the modern day Vanessa Del Rio. Dead ass. I don't care what anyone says.
Who's your favorite male porn star of all time?
Of all time or to work with?
Well, let's say of all time first, and then to work with.
You know what's crazy? I was attracted to the one that I had to beef with until I had to work with him.
Wow.
So who did I like before that? I never really had any favorites. I don't see guys getting real nasty. I like Wesley Pipes after working with him. I like him as a person, and I really like working with him. Even though people like, oh, he talks too much. He's this. He's not my physical type. He's not even the type of person. I'm not attracted to that type of guy in the street.
Yeah.
But working with him, I would choose him any day over working with anybody.
So Vanessa Del Rio, like, she's older now. She's, I guess, out of porn. She probably does still do things within the industry. Mm-hmm. Would you sleep with somebody like a Vanessa Del Rio? Is this present day?
Or like spontaneous accident. Would I sleep with them like me as a woman?
Like, would you fuck with Vanessa Del Rio to say, yo, ate Vanessa Del Rio ass for an
No,
hour.
you know what it is? No, you know what? Technically, for some reason, when I admire people, I don't necessarily want to sleep with them. I just want to sit down and have a nice conversation with them. Like, those are the type of people I would definitely go to eat with. And I just want to talk to them and see.
So if she says, I want to eat your ass, you would say no.
Listen, I don't deny anybody eating ass. You can look like the Green Goblin. You want to eat ass, you want to eat pussy, let's get this head. I take head from every. That's the only time you can say I'm just like a nigga. You said head? Oh, okay, I'm late for work. Let's go.
Okay, wow, that's interesting.
That's gangster.
So when do you step away from all of this? When do you say, all right, I'm out. I'm done. I'm out. I'm moving on to my next chapter in life.
I don't know if you really are a fan or follow my career in any way.
You be bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, because everybody has like an idea of what they want to be. Like, I don't know what everybody else's goal was or how they wanted to put themselves out there. I was always the type of person where I said quality over quantity.
Yeah.
I had no intention. I don't want to do 1,000 films. Like, Heather Hunter is a household
Photographer
name,
now.
and
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, she only did 22 films, and she's a porn star.
I probably saw every last one of them
And
too.
just because you did 100 porns, it makes you a porn actress. It doesn't make you a porn star. Is your name? Do people care to look your name up? Do people care to say who you are or even care about what you might have to say? No. Because some people just do porn. Some people just film porn, but there's nothing that makes them stand out. They don't have a signature anything, or you can't even. You understand what I'm trying to say? You wouldn't even be able to recognize them walking down the street. There's nothing that sets them apart from anyone else. So, like, with me, if I feel like going back in 5 years, I just do good jobs and keep it moving. Like, I've done the least amount of films out of every black porn star that's like popular, like the top names. I think I'm in my 30s, and everyone else is 100 and better.
So interracial porn, is it what is it? Is it racism in the porn business?
I mean, on another level, on a financial level, yes, but like, I've never experienced it, up front and, right there in my face. I never experienced it.
What I'm saying, do you get paid as much as a white porn
Hell
actress?
no, we don't. That's not happening. Nobody gets. First of all, in the real world, you don't get paid.
I know that, but I mean, you are the object of what's being lusted over the most. Like, you got the lips, you got the ass, you got the titties, you have the look that these women are spending thousands of dollars for. Some of it that you have naturally. Why don't you get paid as much as them, in your opinion?
Well, typically, when it comes to white porn stars, usually the companies seek them out when they're very young in age. And these are usually girls that come from a country background, or like, you don't really know them. They build the girls. So they kind of do like a 360 deal situation with the female, just like how music industry goes. So yes, they do get paid a lot more. They seem to have a lot more like notoriety. They get a lot more exposure, merchandising. They do get it, but like they got their hand in the cookie jar. The companies have their hand deep in the cookie jar.
And you would be indie.
Your hand, they have a hand in everything that you do. Okay. Until she like maybe breaks out of that contract, maybe moves on. Like Jenna Jameson ended up doing her stuff on her own with her website. She was that's how she became really popular.
Yeah.
But like a lot of black females, they tend to I'm sorry to say, as an African American woman, they got a lot of issues. You know what I mean? Today I found a boyfriend. I don't want to do porn no more. I feel like, okay, if I do porn, I can't have a man. When a white porn star, they fucking do porn and they find them a fucking rock star. They find them a fucking movie star, and they own what they do. Yeah. A lot of black women feel ashamed of what they do. You know how many porn stars I've seen that say they retired and they don't even want to admit to the fact that they did porn? They're like, oh, I'm changing my life. I'm like, well, why the fuck did you do it? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I pick, choose, and refuse what I do. I have multiple offers in my email for let's shoot, and I turn down everything. Whether it be even with guys, I have the right to pick, choose, and refuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't just do anything just because it got $1 attached to it. Sometimes you have to just say, you know what, for the long-term goal, let's sacrifice. I'll sacrifice not having a lot or not buying that purse this week just so in the long run I have something more that I can do.
Coco, you want to ask us something?
Sure. Have you ever been approached, or would you consider doing reality TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was real quick.
Everyone has asked me, like, yo, why aren't you on reality television? Because it was like, your personality is so strong, it's not even funny. Like, and I don't get stumped.
You didn't today either.
Oh, I know I never get stumped. Like, I don't. First of all, I don't even have to think half the time before I answer a question.
You know,
'cause
it's funny
the truth.
because if you notice our interview, we both didn't have no dead air. It's just been going.
No.
It's
It's
been
not,
flowing.
well, if you
It's
anyone's
actually-
Because that's how I ask questions too. I don't have dead air. I always got the next question.
every
ready.
one of my interviews, if anyone has ever watched them, there's never been a moment where I just I can't. You know what I mean? I don't have to be trained for this. I haven't had media training. This is just my personality. It's easy when it is who you are.
You got another one, Coco?
You know,
So basically, we're doing something right now. As far as what you asked, I just can't talk about it. So
Oh, okay, got it. Another question I wanted to ask, like I ask a lot of men this because I just like want to understand, like with men, they seem to be able to separate sex from emotion. Obviously not in a work capacity, but they often can separate sex from emotion. So you, as someone that is actually a working porn star, how did you find that this relationship that you're in, that he was important enough for you to care about him beyond the sex? And like what differentiates one person from another? Because it's almost like this, like sometimes you see guys who's like, you know, that's the hot boy in the hood, he done fucked everybody and everything, but it's like that one girl that becomes the girlfriend and you're just like, how?
you know what's crazy? I've always been that one girl.
Really?
And like for some reason, I always had a lot of jealousy. Like I've worked in salons before, and they always like, in their mind, I know what they're thinking. They're like, she a hoe. She fuck on camera. I know she fuck for money. She ain't perfect. I see her. She got a little stomach. I seen her. She got this. She got that. Well, why he like her? You know. And like I said again, I've always had great men. Like I don't even have like a horrible complaint about the men that I had in my life. Men put me through school, and I mean, these ain't tricks. These are my men. These are my niggas that like want to have a future with me, met my family. Because the thing is, I'm not the same person when I'm at home. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and talk about I'm sucking dick. You know what I mean? I might make a little joke, but at the end of the day, like a conversation I was having with someone the other day, I said, at the end of the day, all these females in about 5 years, everybody's gonna look exactly the same. You could buy a nose, some eyes, some fucking hair, some nails. You could buy tits, ass, everything. Every bitch is gonna look exactly the same. So what is gonna set you apart? I'm still gonna have a good man because at the end of the day, like I have so many other things to offer. When I'm inside behind closed doors, like there's so many other things that I do. I try not to show the outside world that part because at the end of the day, who wants to be with the smart ass?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be around a smart ass. Like, but the guys that I'm around, they appreciate, I cook for them. I cater to my men, cater to them. You want your feet rubbed. You want your fucking bubble bath run. You want anything, like I do that. I try to, when I'm with a man, I play the role as a woman should. So like right now, I feel like women try to become so independent and they try to take over the masculine role in society that they forget to be women and they forget to allow men to be men. When you want to be so much of a woman, you take away that masculinity from a man, he's gonna stop doing for you.
All right, so if your man you living with your man, you in a relationship, and he want fucking head like 4 times a day, do you do it or you say, yo, I'm tired of this shit? We gotta do something different.
Well, I enjoy head.
Okay.
I enjoy giving head. I enjoy getting head, and I had to explain to somebody the other day. As a matter of fact, my boyfriend, his brother was like, his brother crazy.
Okay.
His brother was like, well, teach this bitch how to suck dick. He's like, 'cause she ain't never been able to suck dick. I said, you know what? I'm going to give her a lesson in sucking dick without even having a dick present. I said, you know what the problem is? Most women think of giving a blowjob as degrading, demeaning. You know what I mean? Especially African-American women. I said, you know what you have to do? Put your mind in a different mind state. Yo, it is your power. You are in control. At that point, a man, he could be the most powerful man in the world. He is susceptible to you. He is at your beckoning call and your feet. You will have him inside of your mouth. You are in control. You are queen of the dick. You understand? When you start thinking of like how much power you hold when you suck somebody's dick, they're in a very compromising position. They're at the most weakened state that they could possibly be when they're about to orgasm. You understand what I'm saying? So you are in control of that whole situation. Stop thinking of it as demeaning. Thinking of it as your power.
That's a great sell for dick sucking.
Yeah. So all right. So how do you decide who's allowed to come in your mouth or not? Is everybody allowed to? Because you giving
I
them
don't even
head?
suck dick raw or less. You my nigga, or like it's a porn. Like I have a trick to sucking dick that ain't mine.
Okay.
I'm serious. I buy like the only condoms I use in the world are Crown condoms.
Okay.
I order them online.
I've never heard of them.
I know.
What
Do
is
I have
that?
one? I order them online.
Oh shit.
She has them with her. I just want to see it.
I
I'm
always
so
have
excited.
condoms.
I love Lethal Lips.
Yeah.
There should be in here. There should be one. But I order them online at
She's really showing me the condom.
Right? And they're like the thinnest condom known to man. And they stretch and they don't pop for shit.
Okay, see, this is like
I've
fucking.
been using these for a long time. A lot of guys be like, "Oh, that's too small." I'm like, shut up. So I put a little bit of lube on the inside of it, right? Put a little bit of lube on the inside of it, and because I told you I don't really suck dick that I don't know,
Okay.
Without a condom. So, boom, let me show you. So it looks like skin when you have it on.
Okay.
It's mad thin. Put the lube inside. I put it in my mouth, and I suck it in there while it's soft.
Holy shit.
So, you know what I'm saying? So they complain, because, most girls put the condom on when the dick is hard. So this, if I put it on while it's soft, it's going to stretch to whatever size that it needs to be. So even when I have sex, I put lube inside the condom, put the condom on, put more lube on it so there's no friction. I ain't popped the condom since 19 what? You know what I'm saying? And these, like, they are so thin. Like, I don't know, like, I can't stand niggas with them damn magnums. They feel like garbage bags in your twat.
Damn.
We're gonna see this? No, like, it's really soft and it's really smooth, and it don't dry out. It don't even have the condom smell. You could go home after fucking a bitch and nobody knows you was fucking.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I love them.
Stretch it out again. So it's really, you said it's soft and smooth.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yes,
Who's got condoms?
yeah. All right. So, all right, man. I know you got to run. One day we just want to kidnap you for a day or something like that,
I'm
and
down.
run around with you with the camera and stuff like that. And this is my homegirl. I happen to just call her today. I want y'all to know she's very professional. I ain't speak to her in probably like 7-8 years, and I just called her like, yo, I wonder what Lethal was up to. And I called her, and she came through just like that. So I thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Let's play some of your music though before we get out of here.
I think you should play. Which one you want to play first? I think you should play Big Mouth. It was about like because yesterday I had an interview, but they were saying like, oh, why didn't you write a book? I said, that's not really my stance on things. I suck just the same dicks. How many?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bitches right now that ran around and sucked the same dicks that Superhead sucked, and there's a lot of chicks sucking the same dick. You know what I'm saying? I as a matter of fact, they were calling me like the Superhead killer at one point because she does a lot of hand work. I don't have hand work like that. I can do the same thing she do, so I take it a step further. I do the throat and I got the lips. So every nigga can't even fit 2 hands on their dick. So that shit is irrelevant for a nigga that can't do that. You feel me? So that whole trick she got ain't even worth it.
So, all right. So before we
Big
go
Mouth.
though, what's next for you though?
What's next for me as far as what am I doing?
What's your social network? Let's get that on.
Oh,
the camera.
okay. At Lethal Lips, LETHAL, lips with 2 P's and an S.
Okay. On Instagram,
That's Instagram,
everything. Twitter.
You can find me everywhere. Like, that's me. As long as it's spelled like that, it's me.
Okay. There's nobody in Long John's running your pages. That's actually you.
I run my page. The DMs, I do not answer any DMs.
Okay, so
My manager answers all my DMs. The phone number on my page, that is my manager. Most people just want to talk crazy on there. I just let them know, like, it's like 3-4 people seeing your penis when you send it. So.
damn, we covered that already. Y'all got the moles looking at damn.
Even as a regular person, I don't answer DMs either. So I can imagine how crazy her shit
the
must
only
be.
thing I don't like about the DMs is, I don't know if anyone experiences it, it's not like a Gmail. That's why I tell people to email, because I could search to see the conversation.
Yeah.
And every time, you could be responding to a conversation way at the bottom. If a new one comes in, it jumps to the top, and now I don't even remember where it went. So professionally, I see people trying to do business via DM, but I say it's very difficult because I know I have more than 1,000 DMs in there.
You know what's crazy? I started to DM you today, and something said just call you.
And you know what the funny thing about it is, with the DMs, like, what was I gonna say? It's just too many. There was a point when I wasn't even getting notifications. I realized I had notifications on Instagram, but I didn't have it on my phone, so I never even knew I was getting DMs.
Wow.
So people just thought I was just being an asshole. I was like, no, I don't know when you sending them.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, so Lethal Lips is here. We're gonna get into some of her music. Thank you for coming. Where could they hear some of this music at? You ever gonna finally drop that mixtape that you never dropped after 10 years?
Lethal, I know. Finally, now that I'm with the right nigga.
Okay.
That's not a hater, because a lot of these guys who I was dealing with in the past, even though they are in the industry and they had the power to help me do what I wanted to do, some people want to see the limelight so much on themselves, they're not willing to share the shine, even though I'm a female, you a nigga.
Yeah.
Don't
You
you
know what
find
I'm
a
saying?
lot of guys are actually
Jealous
jealous
of
of
women?
women? Yes,
Yes,
you
they
see
are.
that.
I like to see women win.
No, some guys don't like that.
So now I have the help. I have somebody that's willing to help push it, and they actually did very well in the industry, so
Good.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna
She
get into
won't
some
tell us
music.
Play Big
Thank you
Mouth.
for coming. You ain't
Play
tell us
Big
who
Mouth.
it is though.
She won't tell us.
We'll
that's,
figure it out.
That's real.
I mean, they look on my band page. Do your research.
Okay.
Oh shit, we gonna figure it out. We
Yeah.
gonna insert his picture in the interview.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to thank you for coming.
Oh, his mama told me to make sure I plug her because she loves me and
Go ahead.
I love her. She's a sweetheart. His mother's a pastor, and
Oh shit, how does that work?
listen, she loves me, and that's all that matters. And she has like a ministry for homeless people in Miami.
Dope.
So anyone looking to find a place to live, you're homeless, anything, you domestic violence victims, anyone, and you have nowhere to go, it's a new beginning in Opelika.
Okay, sound good. All right. I got to get the fuck out of here. Thank you for listening to Doggie Diamond's No Filter podcast. If you like this podcast, make sure you share this. Spread the word. Talk about it. Argue with me. I don't give a fuck what you do. Leave a comment. This is Doggie Diamonds. I'm out of here. See you on the next podcast. Peace.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.
Hey, thank you for watching. Don't leave without subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.